morning, boys and girls. Kia ora. Well, it's getting close to Christmas, and so I thought we would have one of the great Christmas stories. And this one's called A Right Royal Christmas by Lucy Davey and Donovan Bixley. On Christmas morn, beneath her crown, still rugged and snuggled in feathery down, Princess Clare dreamed of Christmas to come, of stuffing and stockings, of puddings of plum. She dreamed of Christmas with no need to share, a Christmas with only her parents there. Yes, Christmas for three was sure to be great. Mountains of marvellous food by the crate, and no nibbling Nellies or ravenous rallies to pinch at the portions of Christmas of Princess Clare's plate. Happily, Princess Clare hopped out of bed. She kissed King and Queen. "Merry Christmas," she said. She unstuffed her stocking from under the tree. She tore at her presents and parcels with glee. She went off to church and prayed on her knees. And then came her favourite moment of all. The royal fanfaring dinner time call. Princess Clare sat in a marvellous mood, surrounded by sumptuous, feasterful food. Crackers and cranberries, custard and cake, turkey and trifle and plum pudding bake, turkey and pumpkin and parsnips, piles of peas, plumps of pavlova and trifles of cheese. Lavishly laden with lashings galore, Princess Clare gobbled up helpings and more, till rat-a-tat-tat came a knock at the door. A young lord and lady, attendants in tow, clung to each other with tidings of woe. "Our Christmas is ruined," they wailed at the door. "Our oven is broken, our turkey is raw. We're awfully sorry to cause any fuss, but would there be any room at your table for us?" Princess Clare frowningly scratched at her head. "I'm frightfully sorry," she said. "Bumbling buttercups, what can be done? We haven't got room, not even for one." King Nicholas chuckled with Christmas cheer. "We've always got room for one more here." Poor Princess Clare. She hated to share. And lavishly laden with lashings galore, the young lord and lady had helpings and more. Then, rat-a-tat-tat, came a knock at the door. A duke and a duchess were there on their knees, while a rascally canine, there he is, peeped out from the trees. "Our Christmas is ruined," they wailed with a groan. "The dog ate our turkey, right down to the bone. We're awfully sorry to cause any fuss, but will there be any room at your table for us?" Princess Clare frowningly scratched at her head. "I'm frightfully sorry," she said. "Snoodling snuffle-tuffs, what can be done? We haven't got room, not even for one." Queen Alice just smiled and said, "My dear, there's always room for one more here." Poor Princess Clare, she hated to share. And lavishly laden with lashings galore, the Duke and the Duchess had helpings and more. Till rat-a-tat-tat came a knock at the door. There stood a knight, bothered and blue, with two gallant soldiers standing there too. Our Christmas is ruined, they wailed with a choke. Our turkey is burnt and the house filled with smoke. Woefully sorry to cause any fuss. Would there be any room at your table for us? I wonder whether it was a dragon who did it. Princess Claire frowningly scratched at her head. I'm fearfully, frightfully sorry, she said. Jiggling jellybubs. What can be done? We've got even room, not even for one. King Nicholas laughed. Now have no fear, we've always got room for one more here. Poor Princess Claire, she hated to share, and lavishly laden with lashings galore, the knight and the soldiers had helpings and more. Soon the whole village had come for a look. The table was full and the sofas all shook. All over the palace, from turret to toe, Christmas guests filled every cranny and nook. Poor Princess Claire, it just wasn't fair. All of them laden with lashings galore, all of them gobbling up helpings and more, pinching her portions like never before, till rat-a-tat-tat came a knock at the door. There stood two strangers, tatty and torn, needing a rest and looking forlorn. My wife is expecting, the stranger began. Dear girl, could you spare us a room, said the man. Princess Claire frowned and frizzled and scowled. I'm sorry, no room, she grumpily growled. But kind Queen Alice was quick to cut in. Merry Christmas, she said, with a welcoming grin. She whisked them away to the stable out back, and after a while, in generous style, she sent Princess Claire to take them a snack. Poor Princess Claire, she hated to share. But lavishly laden with lashings galore, she knocked with a rat-a-tat-tat on the stable door, and was very surprised by the sight she saw. Sometimes the smallest things set us apart, and the spirit of Christmas moved Princess Claire's heart. Instead of the frown at the sight of one more, she welcomed the newborn baby with misty-eyed awe. And taking the baby to greet every guest, Princess Claire found a warm glow in her chest. Merry Christmas, she said with Christmas cheer. Merry Christmas to you all. I'm so glad you're here. And her favourite moment was not eating cake, nor parcels, nor presents, nor feasting, nor pheasants, nor stuffing or stockings, nor plum pudding cake. The best bit of Christmas was learning to share, and welcoming strangers with love and care, for feasting for three was great to be sure, but at Christmas there's always room for one more. That's a lovely Christmas story, and all those words that are called alliteration. So what does she say? She says, lavishly laden with lashings galore. That's lavishly laden. That's the alliteration. Anyway, you have a wonderful Christmas with lashings galore and lots of presents and lots of fun. And remember, there's always room for one more.